Sara Fantini, as there's been much discussed on this live stream, what a performance it was last year in Rome. It's interesting to consider, what your next target is. You would have been building towards a home major competition for some time, and once you've done that, of course you've got the World Championships in Tokyo this year, but a lot of attention focused on peaking at a home championship and being in top shape. So Fantini has had the door left open for her by Gelber, and she's taken it. So yes, as we thought was possible, big improvement there for the European champion, and she's ahead of Rose Loga as well. And the gap between second and third now just 11 centimeters. Out in front all the way through and bettering the championship record quite considerably by more than 2 meters, and indeed in the final round bettering the European under-23 record, going 1 centimeter further than Tatiana Lysenko of Russia 20 years ago with 77.07. So fantastic performance from the Finn. That was the best throw of all by some considerable distance.
Now, Sara Kolak, first throw for the Olympic champion from 2016. It drops down at around 60 meters. Kolak in the last couple of years hasn't quite been throwing as well as she did back about 7 or 8 years ago. 59.66 for her first competitive throw of the year for Sara Kolak.
Back to Velagos then. What can she do here in a class of her own so far? A little bit of room to spare on that runway, but still, again, over 65 meters, making it look very easy here. And even though the likes of Alina Sengo haven't got into top gear yet, this is hugely impressive right from the off from the young Serbian. So already leading by 3 meters 18 centimeters. What's this measurement here? 66.88. That is phenomenal from Adriana Vilagos. So Sigrid Borger of Norway currently in second place, but it's a distant second. I'm sure she won't mind me saying that. Vilagos more than 4 meters in front. Borger with a personal best of 66.50. 62.62, so cuts the gap ever so slightly.
Now, very last woman in this competition. She's got it won. She's got a world lead of 66.88 to her name. Adriana Vilagos. Such a long pull, such a good effort, but it just dips down. I think the release was just too high. What a superb competition that was. Good to see Sigrid Borger as well, coming back from injury. She was a distant second, but it's always good to see athletes of the caliber of Borger coming back and quite clearly looking as though she's almost fully recovered from injury.
I started very good. I was hoping that I could open this season where I stopped 6 months ago in my last competition in 2024, and I managed it, and I threw even far further than I was hoping. So I'm extremely happy, and make sure to follow the European Athletics YouTube channel.
Spain's Maria Belén Toimel Spanish champion on the last 5 occasions outdoors. And the last 4 occasions indoors. So 9 titles to Toy Mill's credit. Lying a fair way back at the moment at 1676. Spanish record holder with 1880. That goes back to 2021. So 1737, that moves Toy Mill up into a medal position.
So Katarina Maisch next to go. In second place now, having previously led the competition, and that gap 1 meter 15 centimeters. Full live results on the European Athletics website. And naturally, we focus on some of the A finals. You can see results of the B finals as well. So we see Maisch here, 17:59, then red flag, and now looks to be over 18 meters. And Maisch's measurement does come up as 18:58, so cuts that gap to 16 centimeters. So it's once again, as we said a moment ago with the men's discus, it's nicely poised.
So Jessica Nchude leading the way with 19:03, just 15 centimeters shy of her personal best. Well, that's another 19-meter effort without a doubt. Oh, what a terrific performance from the Portuguese athlete. She won this cup in 2023. Finished third in 2022 and got a silver in 2021, so she's got a complete collection of medals already. 19:21, a personal best for Jessica Nchude. So she missed out on a medal at the European Indoor Championships, but has come here in absolutely fine form and improves her personal best by 3 centimeters. What a great competition. And what a way to finish it by the winner, Jessica Nchude of Portugal.
So Henrik Janssen of Germany then remains in second place. And they're certainly keeping Christian Che honest. Janssen, big opportunity here. Again, feet very close to the edge. Discus goes very high. Let's have a look here. Well over 60 meters. 65.77. So, really pushing Christian Che here. Let's see what the Slovenian can do, Phil.
Alekna quickly getting into the circle. Oh, that's another big throw as well. I don't think it's as far as Janssen or Che. Might well be on par with his third round 63.96. Probably won't move him up any positions. Look at that series, really good solid series from Alekna. Opened with 61.30, then it's gone 62.77, 63.96, 62.94, and now 63.22.
So, it all comes down to this then. Final throw of the competition. It's set up very nicely for Christian Che. 8 centimeters behind Janssen of Germany. What can the Slovenian do here? He gives it everything. Oh, I'm not sure that's going to be enough though. 65.69 already. And it was at that point he cut the gap significantly. Janssen with the best overall in the 4th round. Che breathing heavily down his neck, battering down the door of the lead. Che doesn't think it's enough. Oh my goodness. Well, it was very close. And in the end, he nearly snatched it, but does finish 8 centimeters behind. Now, Che, yes, not at his best, but, you know, sometimes you just have to enjoy the rivalry, the competition. And here, Phil, Janssen has come out on top and claimed a big scalp.
Yes, indeed, it is a very big scalp. I mean, we know Jansen's a classy performer. He's made major championship finals, but to beat somebody like Christian Che, even in an early season competition like this, with both men throwing over 65 meters as well, maybe Christian Che's not entirely firing on all cylinders, but still a pretty decent performance from Che, but an extremely good performance from Henrik Jansen.
Miklos Cheko, Hungary with a fantastic throwing tradition. You can see once again just sitting low into those turns, using his strength and power to release what looks like a really strong effort. So I make that just over 70 meters. So is this going to cut the gap between first and second? Cheko watching on, 71.54. So his first time ever over 71 meters. He'd already equaled his lifetime best this year. That was earlier this month in Szombathely. So quite impressive that for the European Under-20 bronze medalist, Cheko.
The fifth round. Korakidis of Greece. Fifth place at the moment, 68.26 for the Greek. It's a man who threw 75 meters last year, so operating a little bit below par at the moment. That's over 70 meters. I don't think it's going to challenge Kasidis for the lead. It's a good effort from the Greek. That'll move him up a few places.
Yeah, that's the big question really, whether anyone can challenge the lead of the home favourite. At the moment, it's looking reasonably unlikely. It would take something very, very special.
71.08 for Korakidis to move him up to third place in the competition, behind Kasidis and Seko. Josif Kasidis. Shouting, and that time I think that's an improvement on his personal best of 72.50 in the second round, and he had a big throw which was just a very marginal foul in the third. That could well be an improvement. Cypriot under-23 record. $72.96. It extends his European under-23 lead. So let's have a look at that throw again. He's not the quickest man in the circle, but he is exceptionally strong. And he's technically very good as well. Cyprus, of course, developing a very good tradition in the discus and the hammer, both men's and women's. Huge winning effort by Josif Kasidis. And certainly on that sort of form, he's going to be a factor at the European Under-23 Championships when we get to Bergen in Norway in July. We start once again with Rabia Cicek.
Cicek from Turkey.
.50.07 in the first round. Oh, that looks as though it's an improvement. Just wait for the mark. We've got lines out there at 45 and 55 meters, but I think that's over the halfway line, the imaginary halfway line between the two. Cicek 52.41, exactly equaling a personal best.
Lucas will have a
now from Germany.
20th birthday in a couple of weeks' time. Solidly inside the top 3 by more than 5 meters, but 3 meters and 5 centimeters off Sichakova. Let's see if she can cut that gap. So holds the javelin high, builds speed on the runway, shapes to throw, pulls back and pushes all the way through the implement here. So well over that line of 55 meters, not 60 as I described it before, accidentally, but this looks good here for Lucas. Nice transfer of energy, could have attacked the runway harder, but nothing wrong with leaving a bit of room to spare there, especially at this stage of the competition.
58.91, then she's leading. Mija Lucas from Germany προηγείται με 58.91. Μπαίνει μπροστά.
So, Petra Sichakova.
Και τώρα η πίεση στην Πέτρα Σιτσάκοβα από τη Τσεχία. Και τώρα η πίεση στην Πέτρα Σιτσάκοβα από τη Τσεχία.
Sichakova, an Olympian last year, just missed out on the final. So 60-26 for Sichakova. So very much in control of this competition, the Czechia athlete.
The favourite was always Petra Sichakova, the Czech athlete and Olympian in front.